Well, have you ever looked up at the nighttime sky and wished that you knew more about astronomy? Johnson County Community College professors William Cook and Doug Patterson hope the clouds will clear so they can spend an evening with the stars tonight. Good morning, gentlemen. Welcome. Thanks so much for coming in this morning.
Good morning.
Julie is already apologizing ahead of time because she says it looks like it's going to kind of stay cloudy tonight. So what are we going to see when we look up at the skies? I love your line.
Oh, wow. We will probably see cloud bottoms tonight.
Cloud bottoms tonight, but the lecture still goes on. And what typically would we see in the springtime, this time of year, in the night sky?
Well, right now, most prominent constellation would be Orion. A lot of fun things around Orion, the Orion Nebula. And just to the west of that, be able to see a nice open cluster in the Pleiades.
Excellent. What else?
We also have Jupiter, very bright and high in the night.
Now, where would Jupiter be? Which star would that? I mean, it's really bright, is it?
Yes, it is, and it's right now it'd be just about right overhead at the time we would go outside and view about 9 o'clock.
All right, what are we looking at here, gentlemen?
Looking at a star chart. Our students use this to find different constellations in the sky and different objects and help them figure out what time of year they're going to see certain constellations and kind of answer questions like you were just asking us what you might see tonight. And there, of course, is Saturn. It's certainly known for its spectacular ring system. That's one of the highlights of the viewing is actually seeing those rings around Saturn.
Really?
And students realize it, or people realize when they come, those things really exist. It isn't some sort of conspiracy. And they see it with their own eyes through a rather simple optical instrument.
Conspiracy theorists are still out there, though. Orion?
That's the Orion Nebula, and it's the birthplace of some very young new stars called the Trapezium, the 4 brightest stars, and it's rather fascinating to look at. Big gaseous region in the dagger of Orion. And this is the Pleiades, sometimes known as the Seven Sisters. These are 4 stars or several stars in the Pleiades. It's an open cluster of young stars, and it probably will not be visible. We have a problem with visibility and being in the city, and this time of year it tends to get pretty low on the horizon, and there's a lot of atmosphere and a lot of light pollution to try to deal with. So even
if you're way out in the country, it's still tough, huh?
You have to get pretty far away from Kansas City.
All right, quickly, what's going on tonight, guys?
Well, we're going to have the lecture starting at 7 o'clock, and I will be talking about 5 of the biggest mysteries of the cosmos, and which would include maybe where the universe came from, what the ultimate fate of the universe might be, what it's made of, big questions that sometimes people ask. And then if some miracle it clears off and gets clear enough to see, at about 7:45, between 7:45 and 8 o'clock, the crowd will be invited to the roof to look through several telescopes we'll have set up and see some of these wonders of the night sky.
Excellent. You know what? If you've ever wondered and pondered about the universe, you've got 2 guys right here who are going to answer all of your questions. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate that. There is the phone number once again if you are interested in going tonight to the General Education Building at the Johnson County Community College. 913-469 is that 8500? Extension 3725 is the number to call for more information, right, guys?
And I'll leave a message if the viewing's canceled, if that's all you wanted to go see is the viewing.
You'll put a message on the phone line. There you go. All right, thanks, gentlemen, for coming in. We appreciate it. Best of luck. Let's hope those clouds clear up tonight.